Great reviews come in all sizes. Take it from a geek. Newegg. Well, another unboxing video. I'm sure there's plenty of them out on YouTube. And what I got here is a big box and a small box. Let me go ahead and unbox this stuff, and I will tell you exactly what the purpose is. So I'm gonna try to put you guys over here, maybe. Let's see. See what we got. Spyderco knives, very nice. Slices through tape like butter. It almost slices too good. I guess this is an unboxing of the unboxing. So let's see what we got in here first. Well, '64 gig solid state drive. We get through past the balloons here. And we got ourselves a Jetway mini board. Inside here we see a case of some sort. It's actually a little bit bigger case than I was expecting. And here we've got an Inwin case. Complete with a nice LED front panel, and you can put a CD Ram in here if you'd like. This was a little bit bigger than I expected, but that's all right. This will work well, and it looks like almost a full rack for a 1U device. But what I'm doing with these these items is, I'm sure most of you can guess already what I'm going to do with these. Is I'm actually going to build a firewall from these components. And the reason that I am building a firewall from these components is because this is an Atom board. It's a dual core. I believe it's a 2700 64-bit Hyperthreading Atom processor. This will be my hard drive. I wanted to make pretty much a solid state device, more or less, because of the fact that right now I have an HP ProLiant DL380. DL380 Generation 2 that's just eating me out of house and home for power. This is part of a plan over the next 6 to 8 months, is to simply reduce the power consumption and then in addition to introducing the ability to have more power abilities, more like be able to virtualize more and things of that nature. Right now I just can't virtualize in any of the hardware that I have because it's pretty outdated. That's alright though. I mean, I'm getting the use out of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put all this together and we'll see how it works. I was expecting about half the width on here, So the reason I bought this case too is because it had a nice panel with the LED, so I can see, you know, incoming traffic and outgoing traffic. That's really why I wanted this case. There was a lot of other cases out there that just didn't seem to work as well, and I don't know why that. It's like almost like that's kind of weird, funky like that. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and pop the top off this thing and we'll see what's in there. Now, in order to remove the top, there's 2 screws, one on this side, one on the other. And I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this one-handed. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's one screw out. Turn it around. The other screw here. And our case should come right out. Or the top should come right out anyways. We'll get a look inside. The case it's pretty sturdy. I mean, it's not flimsy at all. We'll take a look inside, what we got inside here. Comes with a power cord. Comes with a full set of wires. Looks like a case hardware. Some converter boards. Yes. And then a fan. A Sanyo Denki, and then what I liked about this is the 80 plus bronze efficiency. So this will be nice, a nice addition to the mini board I put in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a look at this board here. Go ahead and put some of this stuff aside. Let's get a look at the mini board. Oh, I sure hope that fits. Nope. That might be an issue. Comes with a fan. Serial port. 2 SATA cables. Here's the board. Now, I was looking for one without sound. I really didn't need sound, but it's really hard to find one. Some people said they love this board, some people said they hated it. It's I believe, 2.13 board, but look how tiny that thing is. Comes with 2 Ethernets on the back. A VGA, HDMI, and sound and PS2 compatibility. It's a pretty average board. Come down to it, you know, it's a pretty average board. What concerns me though, and a lot of other people said the same thing, was the back plane doesn't seem to fit. As you can see, it's not fitting. So, interesting. So I wonder how I will deal with that. Anyways, again, we'll come back to this in just a few minutes. I kind of want to figure out the backplane situation, and we'll see what's going on with this. I'm not going to unbox the SSD drive because you guys have already seen way too many of those. But this is what it is. It's just a standard solid state drive. It's I believe $30 a Newegg. I didn't need anything that big, just something to take care of the Firewall software. Alright, ladies and gents, we'll be back with you. Alright, I got the board installed. And what's interesting about it is that this case doesn't come with a back plane. So what I had to do is customize the back plate for the case. And I could have probably cut these sides off right here. I probably could have cut those sides off right there to make it a little bit more smooth. But it's actually giving it pressure. So if it really doesn't move now. It's kind of nice. So I had to do a little custom job. This is what it looks like from the back. Not so bad. Looks integrated, except for the fact of the two sides there and not fitting quite right. That's all I was concerned about, so it worked out. So I'm going to go ahead and put in the RAM, hook up the hard drive, put in the expansion network card, and be done with it. And you know, I was just thinking about it. My network card is going to be sitting like this. No, I'm just kidding. I've got an expansion cable, so I can put that network card however I need it to be. Be back with you guys in just a few moments. Well, I knew these would come in handy someday. These 2.5 to 3.5 conversion brackets. I had two of them for my other SSD drives in my old case in my computer. And I decided to keep them, which was a smart move, because in the case here, as soon as go ahead and unwrap these wires here right now. Come on now. Alright, there we go. This hard drive will simply lock in over here and it'll mount that way. I'm going to mount these right now. Be right back. This bracket out is there's one screw down here in this Inwin case, and I just pulled it out, put my adapter bracket in, put my hard drive in, and I'm going to still put the RAM in here and get everything hooked up. Alright, so this RAM was left over from my laptop, and it's maxing out this board. So the board maxes out at 4 gigs of RAM, which is fine. A Firewall. There we go. One. Replaced the laptop RAM that I had with G-Skill, and that was 8 gigs. The laptop would accept 8 gigs. That's all there is to installing the RAM. Now, I got somebody camcordering for me. And I'll demonstrate the USB. If it has USB front, it might not. Yeah, it looks like it might not have a USB front. As far as I can see it. Oh, wait. No, I believe we do. No, we don't. Not for that. Yes, we do. It's right here. Just had to look. I'm not used to tiny boards like this. Now I'm going to go ahead and hook up my assortment of LEDs, buttons. I don't know if it has the LAN lights on here or not. I was hoping it did. So I guess I might just use these lights on my secondary card that's going to go in here. Just have to deal with it for now. That's really disappointing. Didn't have the LEDs on here, but that is what it is. So at least it'll be a heck of a lot better than I don't even think I'm going to put the fan on there, because this will be plenty enough blowing across here to cool this. So, alright, I'm going to go ahead and get my card expander, plug it in there, and I'll be right back. Well, this is the final product. Got the 80 plus bronze power supply over here. Got the SSD drive, the system fan. Got a CPU fan over here. I decided to put it on because it's not going to come on all the time. It's only going to come on when needed. I don't want anything really running unless it's needed. And then over here, which is kind of trying to, is the card that I've taken from Firewall to Firewall. It's a Intel gigabit card, still PCI, because that's what they had. I got this handy dandy little extension thing here, extension PCI 32-bit bus extension cable instead of one of those angles you put, or one of the hangles you put in there. And yes, it still works at 32. It will still work just fine. I was really disappointed, though, that now I can't use any of my LEDs in the front for monitoring the LAN. That was a big disappointment. That was what I bought this case for, really, was the fact that I could monitor the LANs, and obviously this motherboard does not provide LAN monitoring on the two cards here, and the Intel card that I have here doesn't provide you know, monitoring on that factor either. And I'm sure they might have where I could actually solder on some pins somewhere to do that, but I'm not gonna do it right now. I just want to get this thing back up and going. My internet's down currently right now, so I gotta pop this big boy in there, and hopefully it takes off and we start using less power. That was my big entire goal of this whole project, was to make sure that we're using less power, and I think that's going to happen. I think that's going to decrease big time. So I'm going to get this bad boy in, and I'll bring it back once it's all in, and hopefully we'll be back up on the internet without any further setbacks. And so there it is, the Atom processor, the Atom 2.13 2700 64-bit, and that's pretty much a cheap, the most expensive portion of this was the motherboard itself, but I couldn't find an Atom board that was any good under $100. So alright, we'll talk to you here in a few. Firewall, and then to this new one, and as you can see, that's the back panel of the Firewall, and the fan is barely running on the power supply, along with the processor, just very slowly running. But feeling the top of this right here, and you know, you guys saw the inside of this case, the processor sits about here, and it's just very lukewarm. It's not any warmer probably than a very mild cup of coffee. And to my surprise, this is running quite well. In fact, it outbeats the performance of my HP, or, well, it used to be Compact. It's actually labeled as a Compact ProLiant DL380 Generation 2 with the dual Pentium 3s. I'm just surprised that such a little board and such a little processor really packs a lot of power. I was kind of the person that was skeptical about that type of thing, and I guess you can't really judge the book by its cover when it comes down to, even though it's small, it's still packing quite a bit of power. Now I'm running 2 Ethernets here and 2 Ethernets over here, and what this one's for is my Verizon cell tower. Okay, this is my Verizon cell tower. This is on its own network, so that's why it's running off here. This is to my home network. This is what feeds all my computers. Right here is essentially, sorry, what's here essentially is the this is for like a demilitarized zone for servers, and this is actually the input that comes in off the high-speed service. So it's very good so far. I haven't experienced any problems. What I'm going to do is actually move this blue one over here and this yellow one over here, so that the high speed, it stays all on one board, and then this is just an auxiliary board, because PCI 32 is just not as fast as, I'm assuming these are PCI Express cards, even though it doesn't have a PCI Express bus on there. But overall, I'm very impressed. I'm going to take you over to the front side here. So this is the front side of the server, and I was really disappointed. Here's my 2 network activity lights, and I really wish I could have used these in reference, so I didn't have to walk back there and look at the status. I really would have loved to have the ability to have those working, but you know, I can always upgrade the board later and get a board with those on there, so it's not too concerning right now. It was just kind of a neat little feature that this project really was in order to get some energy savings going on, and it dropped a good 14 points, or 14% on my APC down below. It's dropped 14 points, so I'm going to take a look at that now. So the lights really haven't moved right here, but it definitely knocked 14% off the load itself, so that's quite exciting. I want to see this. I'd like to see this down to 1. It's not impossible. It's just going to take a little bit of money and some time. Anyways, thanks for joining me for another edition, Carter Hour. Appreciate you subscribing and viewing my videos, and hopefully we'll have some more coming your way very soon. Take care, and thank you again for watching.